Hello students, in this module we are going to learn energy as I mentioned in my previous lecture. Under the topic energy, we have subtopics as definition and units of energy, definition formula and examples of kinetic energy, definition formula and examples of potential energy, transformation of energy and law of conservation of energy. We all know that energy is needed to perform work. The one who has more energy can perform more work. On the other hand, the one who has less energy can perform less work. Therefore, energy can be defined as the capacity of a body to perform work. Units of work and energy are same. In SI system, unit of energy is joule and in CGS system, it is erg. You have learned that energy exists in various forms like mechanical, heat, light, sound, electromagnetic, chemical, nuclear and solar energy. In this chapter, we are going to study two forms of mechanical energy, namely potential energy and kinetic energy in detail. As you can see in the first example, the striker hits the coins on the carom board. The stationary coins on the carom board gets energy from moving striker and the striker gets energy because of its motion. In second example, a ball strikes the pins. Here also, pins moves after getting energy from the moving ball and the ball gets energy because of its motion. From this example, we understand that when a moving object strikes a stationary object, the stationary object moves. Thus, the moving object have some energy, part of which it shares with the stationary object and thereby set it in motion. So here we got the definition of kinetic energy as the energy which an object has because of its motion is called its kinetic energy. Let us derive the formula for kinetic energy. When a moving object strikes a stationary object, the work done to displace a stationary object is the kinetic energy gained by the object. Therefore, we have kinetic energy is equal to work done on the object. We have W equal to F into S and F equal to M into A according to Newton's second law of motion. We have Newton's second equation of motion as S equal to ut plus 1 upon 2 at square. As initially object is at stationary position, it has initial velocity u equal to 0. Therefore, we get S equal to 1 upon 2 at square. After putting value of m and s in equation 2, we will get W equal to ma into 1 upon 2 at square. After rearranging the terms, we got W equal to 1 upon 2 m at bracket square. According to Newton's first equation of motion, we have V equal to U plus AT. But as U equal to 0, we get V equal to AT and V square equal to AT bracket square. Now, after putting these values in equation 5, we got W equal to 1 upon 2 mv square and hence equation 1 becomes as kinetic energy equal to 1 upon 2 mv square, where m is the mass of the object and v is the velocity of the object. Let us learn about potential energy. As you can see in example 1, an arrow is released from a stretched bow. Here, string of the bow gains energy because of its stretched position. In second example, water kept at a height flows down. Here, water gains energy because it is kept at certain height. In these examples, the underlined words, that is stretched and height, describe the state of the object. If the objects were not brought in those states, they will not have any energy. For example, if the string of the bow is not stretched, it will not gain any energy and the arrow also will not move. Let us derive the formula for potential energy. Force is applied to carry an object of mass m to a height h. We have F equal to ma according to the Newton's second law of motion. But here we take F equal to mg as force is applied against the direction of gravitational force. So the amount of work done can be calculated as W equal to force into displacement, that is W equal to mg into h. Therefore, the amount of potential energy stored in the object because of its displacement is mgh, where m is the mass of the object, g is gravitational force, which is 9.8 meter per second square, and h is height. Let us learn about potential energy. As you can see, a ball of mass m is kept on the table. Ajay and Atul are standing at different heights. Therefore, the heights of the ball with respect to Ajay and Atul are different. We know that potential energy is equal to mgh. Height of the ball with respect to Ajay is h1 and height of the ball with respect to Atul is h2. Therefore, potential energy of ball with respect to Ajay is mgh1 and potential energy of ball with respect to Atul is mgh2. From this activity, we conclude that potential energy is relative. Students, you have learned that energy exists in various forms like mechanical, heat, light, sound, electromagnetic, chemical, nuclear and solar energy. Also, we all know that one form of energy can be transformed into another form of energy. This is called as transformation of energy. Let us see some examples. As you can see in first picture, plants need sunlight for production of food and that food is stored in the form of chemical energy. So here light energy gets converted into chemical energy. In second example, wood is burning. After burning the wood, we get light and heat energy. So here chemical energy in the wood gets transformed into heat and light energy. As shown in the third example, we all know that electric energy can be transformed into light energy using a bulb. As you can see in the chart, transformation of various forms of energy is shown. In the first transformation, mechanical energy is transformed into electrical energy with help of generator. And also fan converts electrical energy into mechanical energy. As shown in second example, light energy can be converted into electrical energy with help of solar cells. Electrical lamp converts electrical energy into light energy. In third example, primary cells converts chemical energy into electrical energy. With help of secondary cells, electrical energy can be converted into chemical energy. In loudspeakers, electrical energy gets transformed into sound energy. Using microphone, sound energy can be converted to electrical energy. In heaters, electrical energy gets transformed into heat energy, and using thermocouple devices, heat energy can be converted to electrical energy. Let us learn law of conservation of energy. The law states that energy can neither be created nor destroyed. It can be converted from one form into another. Thus, the total amount of energy in the universe remains constant. Let us see the activity now. Make two pendulums of same length with the help of thread and two plastic balls. Tie another thread in the horizontal position in such a way that the two pendulums will not hit each other while swinging. Now, swing one of the pendulums and observe. You will see that as the speed of oscillation of the green pendulum slowly decreases, the red pendulum, which was initially stationary, begins to swing. As the speed of oscillation of red pendulum decreases, the speed of oscillation of green pendulum increases. Thus, energy gets transformed from one pendulum to another and total amount of energy gets conserved. Let us revise once what we have learned in this module. The capacity of a body to perform work is called its energy. In SI system, unit of energy is joule. In CGS system, unit of energy is erg. The energy which an object has because of its motion is called its kinetic energy. Kinetic energy equal to 1/2 mv square. The energy stored in an object because of its specific state or position is called its potential energy. Potential energy equal to mgh. Energy can be transformed from one type to another. This is called as transformation of energy. Law of conservation of energy states that energy can neither be created nor destroyed. It can be converted from one form into another. Thus, the total amount of energy in the universe remains constant. Students, I hope you all understood what you have learned in this module. Try to complete the exercise and do the revision. We will learn more about energy in next module. Thank you.